Hey my friends, come on in. It's time for another Thrift and Tell. These are so much fun for me and I know they are for you too. So come on in. Let me make sure I'm live in the right place. We're going to have fun. I'm giving you a little peek of a couple things you're going to see. And so if you haven't ever joined in on one of the Thrift and Tell shows, I show you some things I've been thrifting over the last week or two. And we get to talk about the fact that they're cool finds for one, but sometimes there's different ways that we could use some things. There's a lot of these items that you might find where you are in your thrift stores, and then we just get to kind of share ideas. I get some amazing ideas from y'all, and hopefully y'all feel the same, and we get to just chat about it. And then I've got a fun little bonus DIY right at the end with actually just a thrifted item in my own home. So I was just gonna share a fun little simple idea that y'all probably been seeing around the place, but it is so easy. It's a no paint, no glue. Y'all go ahead and send me a little thumbs up or a little heart. Let me know you're watching, or comment, or whatever you'd like to do. Let me see. The more friends, the merrier. I'm so glad you're catching me live. Let me turn myself down. Hey Lisa, how are you? So this is actually, I don't know if you've been keeping up. We're all pretty busy, but this is the first time I've been live with y'all since before I left on my beach trip. And so I'm just so excited to spend this time with y'all. And I've been around, I just hadn't got to come back. So some of these, just a few of these thrifted finds are from a little shop I stopped in Destin, Florida. And otherwise, that was just some local stuff that we're going to look at tonight. I got some pretty cool stuff. Y'all have seen teasers of a couple things, but it's always fun to share them in a full video with y'all. Lisa, Joanne, Francie, Shelly, Gina, how are you? Thanks for asking. I'm doing really good. Hey, Roxy. And Angel, okay, if you see a link in front of you, let me go ahead and tell you, since you're watching live with me, I started a new thing. You're like, what in the world are you doing? Well, I wanted to form a faith-filled business community. So this may just, if you're not into business at all, in the creative business, you just have no interest in this, but that's okay. I just wanted to make sure that the word got out to those who were, because I want the right people to be in there with us. I just announced it last night with an interest meeting. And so that link you see in front of you for the Soaring Sisters Collective, that's what that is about. And you can click that link, and you can actually, while you're live with me, you can read more about it. There's some little information. And if you want to join us, we'd sure love to have you. I'll probably be open through the end of the week, and then it'll close down. But that's just some business stuff on the back end. So if you do anything in the creative entrepreneur sense, that would be something you might be interested in reading about. Hey girl, hey Barb, how are you? And Giovanna, I'm doing so good. So let's get started. North Carolina in the house. Hey Denise. Hey Miss Debbie. So I have got some goodies, y'all. I love to share this stuff with you, for one, just because it's fun to have other people get excited with you about things, but also that y'all might could get some ideas or be on the lookout for some things. This is one of my favorite finds from this haul. And let me show it to you real quick. And then I've got some small things, and then I've got a bonus DIY right at the end that we're going to do. A no paint, no glue bonus DIY. So hang out to the end and we'll get to do that together. Look at this cubby. And y'all are not, I think I may have posted about this in a little National Thrift Store Day post. I gave a whopping $5 for this primitive cubby. Let me hold it back for you. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Is it not amazing? So it needs a little bit of TLC, but not like, it's just from, you know, wearing out over time. And then it's got one little thing down here. See this little piece of wood trim missing? So I'm thinking if I could get something, I mean, I love things to be imperfect, but if I wanted to, I could probably make a little strip and try to stain it as close as I could. And then this little piece, wouldn't this be fun? Do you have a collection that would look really pretty? So you can see each cubby is about the size of my hand and as deep as my hand. So give me some ideas. I'm thinking, I don't have some of the stuff that I'm thinking would be pretty for this, but it could be used in any room of the house, y'all. So I love primitive cubbies and cabinets and shelves, and it is really hard for me to leave them behind. I would never have left this behind. It is so beautiful. And look, it's got dividers. So it's got dividers in each little cubby. My mind was kind of thinking like, what a pretty display for a teacup collection. I was thinking that would be really pretty and it would be very neat. I could see that. Like little jars, and y'all probably have some amazing ideas. So, oh yeah, a teapot collection, like a little teacup. Oh, I could just see a little teacup and everything. That's just going to give me a reason to start collecting teacups. So that's one thing I don't collect. And then y'all might have seen my big tease about this. So a lot of y'all really resonated with this, and this was super nostalgic to y'all. I'm sitting on it. This was super nostalgic to a lot of y'all because y'all see these hearts everywhere, y'all, but I love it. I don't have much of that in my house, but I paid $8 for this, y'all. $8. I ran. So this is one of those, and you have to tighten it here. It's so cool. This is such a cool thing. I think I'm actually going to recover it, and I'm going to use it in my studio because I use an ironing board every now and again, and then I can use it as a little stool. So it's a chair, an ironing board, if you do the little washers here, and then you flip it. Wait, that's the chair, right? Okay. It's like a stool. So it's like a chair, a stool. Yeah. So it's a stool, so you can climb up. And I've already tested it, climbed up to the top of my kitchen cabinets. So it's pretty sturdy, it's solid, and $8, y'all. So some of y'all really love this. Y'all said y'all had some that have been passed down, which I love it because it is super nostalgic. Probably with the hearts like this, I'm thinking probably the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, something like that. So technically still vintage, I guess, but not a true antique. I'm sure there are some that look a lot older. And y'all check this out. Y'all got to see this. Let me hold this up close. This fabric, it doesn't really go with my style, so I'm gonna have to do something else. But I thought it's still so cutesy. So we love the hearts around my house. So how about that? And I told y'all, any of y'all have one of those? And it's so cool. It is so cool. I'm glad you caught me live too, Beverly. So those are my like favorite finds. I'm starting with the best. Those are pretty cool. Right there with me with the teacups. Good coffee mugs. Oh, that's a cute idea, Lisa. I love that. Holiday, like I could see like little holiday mugs and stuff. So definitely little cubbies like that are great for collections. I'm sorry, Shelly. I wish I could take everybody thrifting and y'all find all the same thing. Am I freezing on y'all? Somebody says they're freezing. If I'm freezing, go out and come back in. I haven't seen it freeze up on me. Okay, so y'all know I have a rule usually about not buying like, well, y'all may not know this, but I really don't gravitate towards buying like thrifted pillows and fabrics and curtains and that kind of stuff, anything fabric. But I made an exception for this beautiful quilt. I actually gave like, I think $9 for this. It's a queen size. Is this a brand? I didn't even look it up before I got on here with y'all. But it's Bates, Queen Elizabeth. It says it's machine washable. It says made in the USA. But do y'all know this tag? Is this a big deal? I don't really know. It could be. I don't think it's vintage or anything, but it was just a pretty pattern, and I thought trying to get rid of some of my ugly blankets and have really pretty ones, even if they're just extras. So let me get to where I can show you. It's a queen size. I already washed it. And I'm trying to look at the pattern. I know you can't see that. I'm trying to remember what, oh, it's got little sunflowers on it. Here, this is what I want to show you. Can you see the sunflowers? Y'all can kind of see that. It's hard because it's white, but y'all can kind of see that. That's what drew me to it. And I thought if it was in bad shape that I could use it for crafting, like I could make pumpkins with it. I could do all sorts of stuff. So I had to snag this one. Do y'all buy this kind of stuff? And if you do, can you got any tips on, I know this one was pretty easy to launder, but let's see, can you see that a little bit better? The pattern on that, it's really pretty. And I'm just wondering how y'all launder stuff like that. Like, well, not doilies so much, but I'm thinking like table runners, curtains, that sort of stuff. Do y'all have tips for how to launder those? Because I hate to be afraid of looking at them because I'm like, well, I want to be able to clean them up, you know, because you just don't know the journey that something's been on. And as much as I love old stuff, I like clean stuff too. So, Quebec, Canada in the house. Hey, Michelle. I was on the old thing there. So y'all love the blanket, so that's fun. Quick Google search. What? $250? Oh my gosh. Christy at Southern Pickin said she did a quick Google search. So I didn't get to do any Google lensing before I came on with y'all tonight. So I guess I got a good deal for $9 of a $250 blanket. Woohoo! Okay. So then I just like to, I've been collecting a few of these and I haven't done anything with them yet, but I've been collecting up some of the older looking clasp jars like this. And I'm going to do some craft supplies in them, I think. I've got a couple places where I'm going to put all my wood buttons in one, maybe some of my wood beads. And I've been slowly collecting the ones that I want so that I can put them all together in a spot. So on delicate, okay, some of y'all have some great tips. I'm going to make sure I'm going to go back if I miss any of those. Hey, Leila, how are you? Colorado in the house. just wash right in the washer. So if it's something delicate, Gloria said, are you talking about the little ironing board thing? Because she said it cost $110 back in the 80s to have one of those. So I think $8 is a pretty good deal. That's what's so fun. So this was a fun little can, 75 cents. Did I tell y'all? Okay, I've told y'all price. This was $1.25, but way more character than like a Dollar Tree jar. This one was 75 cents. It's like a little can. I actually kind of like it the way it is if I can get it cleaned up, because it has a little bit of that vintage country charm that I put little touches of this in my kitchen already. But if I can get some of the like staining off, you see, I'll take a little magic eraser to it. But it looks like someone hand painted with the dot. Is that called like mandala and dot? I know that like Lee at the Turquoise Valentine, she shows this a lot. What is that called, y'all? But someone did that, and such a pretty, I think it's actually really cute and charming. So if I can get it cleaned up, I'll just leave it like that, and it's just a little can for storage. Another thing I thought, y'all know the printables, the Harvest Delight printables that I put out? I'm gonna show y'all this in case y'all missed it. Made this with another Amazon bag. I just shared a photo because it was actually a tutorial inside my Creative Nest. But y'all know this is one of the designs from the Harvest Delights, and there's one that says apple cider. And I kind of thought about printing it out on fabric and just attaching it temporarily and putting little apple cider packets in there for the fall and having it out, because it does have a little bit of a fall feel. Whoops. Oh well. Gotta put that down. But I don't know if I finished my sentence. That crazy brain of mine. Hold on. But that was made with an Amazon bag, y'all. Just like the little Christmas tree thing. So anyway, I just think this is a cutesy little can for 75 cents. It had a lot of character and a wooden top with it. So I thought that's pretty neat. What else would you... These are just great to have. Like little storage canisters. Make everything so cute. Let's see. Christy says, I will add cleaning vinegar and OxyClean to my wash with laundry soap. It gets all that musty old smell up. Okay, thank you, Christy, for that. Yeah, that does have the feel of a Chanel bedspread, kinda. That's why I was attracted to it. I sold those spears back in the 80s. Sold them for $115. Maybe I'm... Dot art, folk paint. Yay! So the funniest thing someone wrote in one of my groups said, is it wrong to ask for a refund for this Amazon bag, this Amazon purchase, because they sent it in the wrong bag? She was being funny because they've all been on the lookout for those brown craft Amazon bags now. It's very rare for me. I don't know about y'all. I paid $1 each for these. This was one of my finds from Destin, little Destin shop. I just got a couple things. But it's very rare for me to find cute little salt and pepper shakers that match, and they're just cutesy. So I got a little set of those. Those are pretty, either to clean out and dry out and use, or to set them out as decoration. I thought they were really pretty. But you know, I've seen a lot of cute crafts with little salt and pepper shakers too. But these are very vintage, and I love them. At least I think they're vintage. They look pretty worn and old. Deanna says, now I need to think of something to order for that bag. So I got a little stack of them. Once I started getting some ideas and I did that Christmas tree bag, I started kind of hoarding them a little bit. Hey, Christina from the Breast Covered Cottage in the house. And Shelly said she scored a couple bags. That's great. So here's another one of my Destin finds. I was very minimal. We did not have very much room in the car, so I had to be good. But I found a couple little things. I found those salt and pepper shakers. Oh, and one little thing is a little basket for a trash can for Lainey's room. And we are trying to finish up the details in Lainey's room. And I swear I'm going to have a reveal for y'all. But it's little things that we're trying to finish up. So, but stay tuned. But anyway, I gave $3 for this. It's an old tin with a little piece of wire, which you could totally DIY something like this yourself, by the way. But I'm thinking I'll probably find something a little bit more unique than this mason jar, though it would look cute. But if I can find something, then I can tighten the wire myself if it's a smaller vase or something. But I liked it. It's like something you'd find like maybe at a craft show or something like that. And then, you know, it's just something real simple to put, like, let me see, I have some flowers here. You had some little flowers to put in. It's just something kind of like that. We'll see if those will go down in there. So it makes for an easy little wall pocket. Isn't that cute? So that was a good little $3 buy, I think. Pretty happy with that. Now I'm going to get my, I'm going to try not to cut myself, because sometimes with a little tin like this, you got to be careful. So those are real cute. I love those little kinds of things where they repurpose the tin. I hate for any of that to go to waste, y'all. Hey, Amy in the house. Amy in Art Designs. Somebody, Barb says, I wish someone did the papers to send through the mail. I don't have a printer. I'm saving bags too. Yeah, but did you know, and I can't speak for every crafter who sells printables, but you know, you can take the files and you can send them to a local printer, a local print shop, and they can print them out for you, just so you can get whatever sizes or whatever that you need. Okay, this was an unusual buy for me because it's very unique, and I'm not 100% sold on it yet, but it's just different, and I guess I appreciated the artistry behind it. So I'm not sure, you know, if it's handmade or anything, but it has a really pretty like white crackle on it. I don't know if that's coming through on the camera, but it's got a little white crackle happening all throughout the piece. Let me see. I don't think that's coming through on camera, but I gave $4.75 for it. And I just thought it was kind of a pretty centerpiece, you know, and I could put some other stuff around it or something. What are y'all thinking? But it's just different than what I would normally. I love milk glass and I love white pottery, but this is just it's got a little bit more busyness happening than I normally would do. But I feel like I could still put my rustic touch. I wouldn't do anything to it, but I feel like I could still style it and stage it to where it still felt a little rustic. So yeah, just like a fruit basket or something like that if you wanted to use it for that. Or I kind of feel like you could do a lot of things with it. You could fancy up your bathroom counter with it and roll some little towels in it and some guest soaps and stuff like that. You could do something like that. If you could stabilize it and you had a big enough candle, it'd be really cool to put a candle right there in the center, as long as it was safe. I love looking at things like getting ready for candles. Okay, we got just a couple more things. I love this little basket, just a little pine cone basket, but it kind of almost looks handmade, but I bet it wasn't. It looks like you could probably DIY. I gave $2.75 for this. Isn't that cute? So I feel like this one's one of those pieces that could transition. Doesn't it kind of almost look handmade though? Like it could transition through fall and through Christmas. Just that woodlands look. It's so pretty. I love this. It just called to me. Another basket. Y'all are like, another basket. I know, Peggy, I'm going to have to sell some stuff soon, but it's okay. I don't thrift to resell. I mean, I kind of did a little bit here and there, but I don't thrift to resell. I really thrift for the thrill of the hunt. But then I'm slowly collecting my home, and then there are things where I'm like, okay, I've had enough time with you, and I can let you go to someone else's house. So I don't have problem getting rid of some stuff, but man, it's hard to let go of your collections you've been working so hard on, you know? All right, so this is like, y'all know the brand Creative Co-op? This looked like, oh no, not Creative Co-op, Mud Pie. Y'all probably heard of that brand. I gave $5 or $4.75 for this one too, just because I knew probably in the store it probably retailed for like 30 or 35 at least retail, but it's got little acorns and little iron on it. And I think it said with a marble tray. So I think it had a marble square that went to it. But here's what I was thinking when I saw it, because I love it. I was thinking, what if I took some little paint sticks or pieces of wood shim and I kind of create like a little palette square to make my own brand new base, and then I could just do something fun with it. Almost like a tray, but not quite, because see kind of how it goes down like that. But I was thinking once I put the wood in there, it's got the little corner brackets. So if you find little pieces of stuff, like you can tell they used to be something else, kind of just start getting your wheels spinning and figuring out, how can I turn this into something else that's cool, you know? Or even that, like if I hung it up like this and did something cool, I don't know, put like a big bow on it, kind of treat it, I don't know. There's a lot of things you can do with random stuff like that. So I got it, and then I thought it'd be cute with a little candle and a little pumpkin and stuff like that. So that's why I grabbed that one. I just got a couple more things, and then we're going to do our quick DIY. The DIY we're going to do is on one of my favorite finds y'all always talk about, which is my little enamel picture, because I use it in a lot of stylings. But we're going to come back to that here in a minute. Okay, so y'all know my dream of being a wonderful, entertaining host, which I don't get to be that much. But I'm talking like the kind of hostess stuff that I'm inspired by on Pinterest and by other creative friends who make the most beautiful table settings, and they have all the things. Well, I've just never really spent time collecting all that. And I'm sure many of y'all do, and y'all are probably some of the hostesses with the mostest, okay? But I'm slowly trying to collect things like napkin rings, or like saving ideas for cute napkin rings, placemats. And I'm going to try very hard through the holidays to do like a first couple of, my family might be like, what are you doing? But I want to do some table setting stuff. So I've been trying to like keep an eye out for that stuff. That's a great idea, Dana. She said maybe try to use it as some kind of book stand. It might work like that. You got a great point there. I have a notebook there, but I can see what you're talking about. Like sitting it like that and then putting a book. These little acorns might actually hold the book open. You know, let me see if I have, I love that idea. Let me see if I have a little notebook that we could, I don't have a book. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Let's see. I got a little notebook right here. Create your own sunshine. Let's see, y'all might see some of my business notes. There we go. But, oh, we said we could do it this way. That's a cute idea. I love that. Look at her. Look at her. I love that. So like little cookbooks or something like that. Well, I'm loving that idea too. So yeah, it's so fun to think like that. I said, and she's got a very creative mind. So no surprise there that she came up with that. Yes, so hang on. It's a pretty easy one, Amy. It won't be something you probably haven't seen before, but we're going to do it together. Maybe a beautiful printable. Thanks, Janet. That's a great idea. Oh, no, Shirley. She said she had no service for 4 hours. And April's Crafted Creations in the house. Hi, April. You collect mud pie? It's a real cute line. Okay, so back to my entertaining thing. Y'all tell me if y'all love to entertain and go all out. But I found this really cute set of, my table holds 8, but it's just happened to come with 10. And now I can't remember how much it was. I want to say they were $1.75 for all 10 of these. But look how pretty they are. Aren't those cute? I fell in love with them. I love them. They'll be, you know, the bottom layer of something, and then you would maybe have a charger and play. I'm really trying to focus on the table setting stuff because I'm inspired by that stuff. But I got a pretty good little handful of the matchies. And so that was a pretty good buy. I feel like that's something really smart to buy secondhand, y'all, because think about it. If people have been collecting that kind of stuff and they finally get around to donating it all, you know, you're not going to pay as much. And placemats times 8 and times 10 or times 12 or whatever. And I could even, if I wanted to, try to squeeze a couple, well, I can squeeze a couple more chairs around my dining table. I could fit 10. But if you just find little sets of 4 that kind of slightly coordinate with each other or like have the colors, you don't have to have matchy placemats. You know, at least I wouldn't think in my mind. Maybe you would want to. But I'm thinking if you like went every other one and just tried to make it visually interesting, that it could be really, really pretty not to have all the same ones. So, are y'all enjoying hanging out tonight? It's fun so far. Yeah, so neutral to work with, Shelly. So I feel like they would go for every season. That is one of the things. Do y'all know what acacia wood is? I don't have any to grab, but acacia wood is just that very neutral wood color. Looks a lot like the top of this jar, but a little less orangey. When I started collecting, because I love for things, even if I have a little party, just something real little, I love for things to be in like matching platters, even if it's like chips or whatever. So I like the wood tones thing, and I collected a lot of that over the years so that I can use it for every holiday. So I don't have different stuff for every holiday. I love to get the neutral stuff that I could just add to it. And anyway, okay. My last big find before the little, and acacia wood is not expensive. You can find a lot of it in TJ Maxx and Home Goods and all that. So yeah, you make your table fit you, not everyone else. Yes, exactly. You have placemats in that same color? That's a good color. Okay, lastly, look at this cute little copper like planter tub. Look at those little feetsies. It reminds me of a clawfoot tub. So cute. I paid $1.75 for this. And it looks like it was maybe being used as a planter. It's kind of the grossest thing that I bought, but it's super cute. And what would y'all do with this? It looks like, well, it doesn't have holes drilled, so it might not have been used like that. It kind of reminded me a lot of the similar shape and everything as the sheet planters. The cast iron rusty one is back there. But it reminded me exactly of like the size of them, about a foot wide or foot long. So it would look pretty with some fake plants and stuff out of it. Just a really good fine. Once I get it cleaned up, I can do a lot of things with. Okay, so I love that y'all love seeing my treasures, but more than that, like, look at all the fun ideas we're talking about and coming up with. I feel like that can really be inspiring you in your home, either like repurposing things you already have, or if you go thrifting, that you could use some of these ideas. Y'all are all smart together. It sure would, because that does look like a really good size Kim. She's got a good point for like the back of a toilet to make the back of your toilet really pretty. Okay, so what are we going to do with my little enamel picture? I swear, every single time I post a picture of this, someone's like, where can I get one? And I'm like, well, it's vintage. It's actually vintage. So it's just a white enamel picture. And sometimes I have just some paper crumbled up in there. I tend to put fake flowers in it all the time. And, yeah, it's fun. It's fun sharing it with y'all, because then we can just like get excited together over it. So I should be okay to do it standing up. I was like, when I craft, I feel like if I don't have a high table, if I had one like this, I feel like I have to be sitting down. But I did get to stop, if you didn't get to see, I did get to stop in Joann's. We don't have one near us, but there was one in Destin. So I had fun getting a few fabrics from there. And they had these really pretty florals, a eucalyptus bush. Isn't that pretty? And they had them 50% off. So they were only $3 for this bush. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that vibrant burnt orange on the tips of some of these. So we're just going to put a couple down in there first and do that. I wonder if I have something that'll, no, let me see. I got this little stool right here. Let me get this stool. Okay. There. Okay, so I'm going to put a couple of these in there like so. And then these are the little, I don't know what they're called, but they're like $5. They were at Hobby Lobby this year. And this is a pretty burnt orange. I thought it'd be pretty to pair these with this because it kind of pulls out the orange, you see. And so I'm going to put one in the middle here. Very, very simple. I'm making it pretty full. You don't have to be that full. And I'm just going to kind of spread those around. And I probably could get away with using less, but you know what? I'm just putting it all in there tonight. So let me just, I have to look at this first before I show y'all. Okay, this needs to go in the back. It is very hard to backwards arrange anything. I'm just going to weave these in just a smidge and weave these in just a little bit into the eucalyptus. We're just going to try to spread them out just a little bit. Okay, that's a little better. Hey, Chappie, how are you? I got the orange ones, the white ones, and the mustard colored ones. So they have all three colors. Very beautiful. So I'm just making a very, see how easy that was? That's the only picks that I'm using. But if you didn't see the mustard and the cream colored ones, look how pretty. They're very pretty. I don't know what they're called, but that mustard color, oh my goodness. I love a good burnt orange, but this yellow, that color kind of has my heart all year long. It's one of my other favorite colors that might surprise people because I am typically so neutral. Okay, so, but I feel like still that mustard and these oranges are very earthy tones. So this is not the first time you've ever seen this, I promise. But I don't have all of my fall and my Halloween pulled out from last year. But last year I did a little, it was a ceramic pitcher that had little geese on it. And I put some Slick Stick bonding primer on it by Dixie Belle. And then I gave it a couple coats of chalk paint and I actually painted on. But I have some scrap black vinyl, just some black stickers. And I was just thinking, I'm just loving seeing all the cutesy little ghosts everywhere. So look how easy it is. If you just want some cutesy, I don't have scary Halloween, but I have some cutesy stuff. So I just thought I'd repurpose some of these scraps and make a little, I told y'all it was very easy. No, as soon as I can get this off here, no painting and no, so I just trace it on the back. Just trace it on the back of the sticker and try to freehand it. And then I'm going to make a little ghost. So can you kind of see what I'm doing? I'm going to put some little eyes here. Hopefully I get it in the right spot. The cool thing about this is you get to use your everyday decor, make it seasonal, and then when the season's over, you get to take it off. I probably have some cute scraps and stuff over here. We could probably tie a little bit of fabric on the handle or something like that. Let's see. All right, it's about getting these eyes straight. All right. Since I freehanded it, I could have cut it on my silhouette, but I decided to tell you I don't always cut everything on my silhouette. Then we'll do a little mouth. Okay, are y'all ghost with mouth or no mouth? If you're into doing anything with ghost, because I see some crafts with no mouth on the ghost, but I always think he's got to have a mouth. The other ones were easy to start. If you enjoyed hanging out tonight, let me know what your favorite part was, and I'm gonna have to work on a different part. I didn't know it'd be so hard to get this backer paper off. Hang tight. Oh, y'all like, she's gonna get it. She's gonna get it. It's really being very difficult. Of course it is. Because I'm live. That's just how it works. Okay, I got it. Then I'm gonna put a little mouth. And I just feel like the mouth completes the ghost. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But look how darn cute that is. I know my tags and my florals are still showing. Just ignore those. I'm guilty of, I'm gonna shorten this one. I'm guilty of not taking off my tags of my florals. So I just some simple florals. I don't know why this is looking so weird. It looked really good before I came on live. Then I took the flowers out. Flowers are funny like that. You got to work with them. So then, like if you have some little scrap florals, I have, because I think about it more like Halloween. Is that what y'all have heard, the Halloween, where it's kind of like fall and a little bit Halloween? But I got this pretty fabric at Joann's. This is one of the fabrics I did. I did do a little coffee dye on it. But you could take, you know, a couple pieces of fabric. I'm just throwing some stuff together here that I have on the table. I didn't even really think about this before. But I was thinking it could look really cute to do a couple pieces of fabric on there. So anyway, just think about taking some of the stuff you have around your house and giving it a little fall touch. He's cute. He kind of makes him look like a hippie ghost a little bit. But that was super easy. That's why we don't throw away our scraps either. I never can throw away any of my scraps from my silhouette. I keep saying Cricut because I know so many of y'all have Cricut. But I can't bring myself to throw away any of this stuff. I kind of like just the simplicity of a little bitty. Anyway, the fabric is optional. I think it's cute just plain, but you could add a couple different things or a little bow or something. But I just wanted to share. I want some of this eucalyptus. I want some of this eucalyptus in the front. That's where I want it. It won't go where I want it to go. Does that happen to y'all? But whether or not you make a hippie ghost or not, this is really giving me hippie feels, but it's still super cute and super simple. And it does kind of look like that. That's so funny. But you could add some more colors if you wanted to. It's like a little rag bow off to the side. So I got the brown floral. See, I could add a little bit of brown floral too. Anyway, have fun with it. Look around your house. Is there something you could throw a ghost face on or a little jack-o'-lantern face on and do just like a cute Halloween? And Jolyn, you're so sweet. Thank you for those stars. So just super easy idea. And I'm trying to get my florals to weave a little bit better, but they're not working for me on live. They're being shy. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Who's getting ready to decorate for fall fully? I hope so. I'm working on it very slowly. But I had this little picture in my living room, and now I'm going to go set it back in there. And now it's ready for the fall season. And all with little stickers that I'll just pull off when I'm done. So, all right. Well, it's been fun, y'all. I'm going to let y'all go. And we got to definitely, Halloween, that's so cute. I love that. I love that whoever coined that, because that is perfect. It's like you like the cutesy Halloween stuff and the fall stuff combined, but you don't want to get scary or gory. That's kind of where I sit. So, it is, Liz. It's kind of hard to get in a fall mood when it is hot. She said it's hot as blue blazes outside. I've never seen that written out, Liz. That's funny. But anyway, if you are interested, remember to click that link in front of you or click the little link icon to make that pop up. If you have some questions and want to be around our business community, the Soaring Sisters that I just opened yesterday, it'll be open for the rest of the week. We'd love to have you. If you have some questions, send me a message. All right, y'all have a good night. It's always fun hanging out with y'all. Always fun talking vintage. I had a great time, and I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.